This video is sponsored by Tradecraft. Create your tags, tag your trades, store your recordings, create screenshots, and look at your statistics. You have the ability to create statistics using several widgets. You're able to place them wherever you please, having a place where you can store all your playbook trades, and you can quickly flip through them, studying all your trades. Tradecraft is more than a journal. It is a tagging software that allows you to create the statistics you need, where you have the ability to filter your trades out on an extremely deep level, allowing you to figure out exactly where your edge might be. For more information, check out the link in the description of this video or visit tradecraft.club.
What is up, everybody? We're going to go ahead and narrate the close, and we'll see what goes down, what to make of it. I traded literally the first 3 minutes of the session, was up, and then I fucking, holy shit. And then I left. So I traded like right the fuck somewhere around here. So we have a lot of analysis to go over here. 30-second chart. Looking at deltas a little bit different than the last time I did a stream. Set at 1,000 like it normally would, but for me, I find it's easier to calculate by doing this. I'm looking for an uninterrupted 1,000 lot, which would be these bars here. So it's going to take me a moment to start triangulating what I want. So this bar here to here. Notice how they went through it and came out the other side, so that's sort of null and void at this point in time. There's another 1,000, 2,000, whatever. It's a high. It's a high fucking hit. And then did they go through that? No, they hit it to the tick, I think. So that's good. That's something I can lean on. There's slipping going on, so I can see that there's spoofing, basically. The algo's pulling slightly. That's 1,000 right there, but it's interrupted with bits of red coming in. We'll look at the 3-second chart and attempt to triangulate something from this perspective. Now, here's the thing. There could be something over here that I'm not catching. Because like I said, I traded the open for 3 fucking minutes or whatever and then decided to stop. Let's go over here to the left and see if there's anything up there, any form of like support resistance that I need to know about. The thing is, the market's moving so much that trying to figure out, well, that was a huge delta dump. What about in here? So that pink line is about here. There's a high amount of buying delta. It's about 900 or so. Right here, and they seem to be pivoting near it. Uh-oh, where the fuck did my, there it is. Not rushing the trade or any of that shit. We don't need to do that. So notice how this bar dumps while there's positive buying. Which is interesting nevertheless. Somebody was reloading, so what that's telling me is there was reloading there on the... Now, they did breach the top of it and fucking dump through, so we're going to get rid of that. It's not really valid for me. Right here's about 1,000. This looks like pure selling, too. Like, the, like, this is... Definitely went down on... with the volume. So we have some levels to lean on. As this is like churning above us and shit. I'm going to try to clean up my cussing. Well, actually on the live streams that will be almost difficult to do. Well, they're holding on top of that, but that's not enough of a reason to do fuck all. I said I'm going to clean up my cussing, and then we throw it out an F-bomb. Let's adjust this for 300 deltas. So we'll put that at 12. And this at 200. Just easier to measure shit this way, in my opinion, than the old way where I had histograms and stuff. So is there anything around here I need to know about? Well, I know they're... That got churned out. There's this little guy here. There's this huge deal. Volatility's relatively low-ish on the 3 second. Not the biggest fan of... Been trading a lot of mornings, and I really prefer that. See, this guy who bought just came out. Super tight, man. We'll play from here. We'll start building from this point forward. Although it is in a range a bit. There's really not... Oh, there's another fucking spike. This is worthy. This is noteworthy right here. Man, but when they look, they're fucking pushing it and coming right back out, though. That's telling, right? What do you think? See how it spikes and then it comes right back out? It did the same thing over there. It's almost like somebody wants this to try to go. But they're having a little bit of a hard time here. So we're getting a squeeze in this spot. Now, what about here? Okay, they pushed through that. It is retracing a lot, though. So that retracement is no bueno. You do have a little bit of convergence here. I would like to hit that long, but I think it might just be too late. the volatility is a little poopy. This is actually an okay spot. We're going to miss it. We don't want to chase that. It's still a decent little spot in my opinion. Now, what do I get out of it? Not shit, I guess. Take it out for a small loss. Did they just V-flush that? They did. Are they going to retrace it? It's a little wacky in here. That's why I should never longed it. I wasn't paying attention to that. It's a little fucking wacky in here. What's up, man from Germany? This is really they're really pinching the shit out of this. And then they push it up. It's in a really tight spot. That one trade I was missing information. It's too tight. Yo, what's up, Brian? Shitty. Let's check the bid offer pressure. Okay, when they go all bid, it popped. If they breach the top of this, I think I could get a little bit of a spike on it. I can't. See, there's no volatility, and I get fucking turted on. And we don't hold that. So far, we're not doing so good. Do I be aggressive and attempt again? Sure. I can't get in these fucking things. Oh man, the moment I get filled, it just poos on me. God, there's so much factor of support there too. I don't really like low volume environments like this. Like low volatility, it's so fucking difficult because like there's no movement. Not to make excuses for myself here. I need to just be done with it. We're getting shat on fucking hard. Not exactly how I'd like to come out swinging. Let's see what's going on. So we're down. Overly aggressive too. I'm pressing. We are down. It's just not, I'm not getting fuck all follow through. We're down 200, 199. It's going to be a bitch to recover from. Oh well, I get into these types of situations Let's see, that's gone. That got blasted. That got blasted. I should have pulse checked. That was a mistake on my behalf. Instead of just going straight to trading, I should have took mental trades. To make sure that I am in tune with the market, but I refused to have done that. I decided I'm just going to come in swinging. Oh, and there it goes. What the fuck? We're not going to chase that. What is going on with the sell sides? So they are coming out of that squeeze zone, which I like. But are they going to come back in it? Is it going to meander? What is it going to do? These movements are like, I notice when I get filled, it instantly goes against me. It seems like getting filled is insta-death. But we know we have huge amounts of pressure here. It's like this buying and selling is coming on and then immediately off. See, there's so much down there. I like it. Going for the breakout is really fucking retarded. And I'm being overly aggressive about what I'm attempting to achieve. I want to run it to this red box, but I'm too hesitant now. I'm like too scared to do shit about it. So I was right overall trying to get along. I just got my fucking ass shooken up. Like I just got shook the fuck out. Really, really badly 3 different times. And then they put it through this pressure spot, which is nice, but it sucks to be right about what could happen but get shaken out. That I do not like, but what can I do about it? Nothing. See how it's like it's one-way volume? They keep hitting the same price over and over. I don't like that. That makes the trading substantially more challenging. We're right the fuck up against this area. I don't know what's to come of it. It seems like these reclaims are what's killing me. I can't go for breakouts. I need to come back into reclaims. Was thinking about pulse checking a 1550. See, knock that out. They're knocking all of that out. There's a huge convergence zone right below us. I'm going to attempt it just because that's such a good potential pullback and I can't get filled on the shit I want. So, well, I just did. See, it ain't giving me nothing. If they go through this is really bad. Man, it's like part of it is like I gotta hold it a little bit, but at the same time, it just can get worse. This is one of those environments where it just gets worse, as we can see. Every fucking thing I'm touching. I'm still not upset with this. We got to press on it a little bit. Let's see if we can get 5 off of this. There we go. That helps relieve some of the pain. Where are we sitting? So we were down 199. We're down 140, 140 bucks. It's gonna. This stream's probably gonna be me doing damage control at this point. There may be no profits, only fixing the problems I got into that were definitely avoidable, by the way. But instead, I decided to whip out my dick and just come in swinging. And that's never a good idea. You got to get familiar with the environment. So did we knock this out? No, we didn't. We knocked that out. That got knocked out. Did anything else get knocked out? It's a really nasty type of price action. Fills are... also, that I think that long, too, also had, if I'm not mistaken, I think that long... had a reclaim on my back end. That's knocked out. That's knocked out. That's knocked out. There's good converging here. But I need reclaim advantage. See, that long was good. I'm starting to get in tune with it a little bit. I've not been trading afternoons, so trying to get like acclimated to this type of... That just went... Let's see what our bid offer pressures are giving us. It's going up on all offer pressure. Very briefly. There's huge amounts of fucking convergence here. My guess is they're going to bounce it. This is super tight. Oh my god. But also, like, where... See, I'm pretty wrong about shit, too, during this session. The fuck? No, they didn't bounce it. They could... I still think this might have a little bit of bounce in it. I need to be one with the reclaims. That's where... If I'm not with the reclaims, I'm going to get fucking smashed. There's a little bit of spoofing going on. There's too much... We don't want to complain. There's a big offer there. I don't know what that guy's going to do. He's going to get filled. Was it... Has the delta printed anything high? Yeah, it has, and I have not paid attention to it. So I've been missing information. Like, I'm too focused on pressing into something. I mean... I think that got knocked, actually. For me, there's a lot of reason to hit that box above us. They are tight. Fuck. Pulse check on that 12. I would have never got filled. The volume flow is relatively low at times. So getting in is a problem. And if I get in, I can't get the fuck out quickly. There's some converging here. They could pivot right the fuck back down a little bit. Pulse check short, 1275. We would get filled on that, and I would instantly lose. So I'm not like 100% in tune with this market at all. Probably 25%. So I lack clarity. Usually for now, I've switched to just the first hour, and that's it. I don't want to do anything outside of that. These afternoons are so fucking shitty. I said don't complain, but I like the open just because that volume is so much cleaner. It's just so much easier to like when it's so robotic in the afternoon. It's like pulling teeth. Man, a lot of this volume coming in is coming right the fuck back out. There's an area up here, but I don't really know I can trust this shit. I think I have pattern unreliability, to be fair. Sometimes the stuff gets unreliable. That got knocked out. It's very short-term trading going on. You can see him coming in and out on this delta. And I can't get filled on it, and it's really difficult to capture. That's the challenge right now. So I need if I'm going to get anything to work for me, I got to really, well, I'm still getting in tune, so I'm going to keep attempting to call shit, pulse check shit until I start to feel it. My thing is, are they going to push through this? They are. This is such a squeeze spot, but see, that's knocked. But there's so much overlap, I almost need to like check slightly different size deltas or something. I don't know. We're not going to change anything. We're going to just continue. See, for me, there could be a pivot here. There could be an honest-to-God pivot, and we're in it. Look at this big-ass bid and offer bowing up to each other. Trade's working right away, but I'm afraid it could just dump in quickly. I do need can I get 3 out of it? See, I don't want to hang out and find out. I'll take 1. Because the problem is, like, this could dump on me so quickly, and then I'm fucked, and I want to bankroll some of this loss. Wish I would have got the 3 on it, but what can you do, man? You know, shit in one hand, wish in the other. Tell me which fills up quicker. This is a good spot, but my God, this thing is a elusive bitch right now. It just went all offer, and they just poked it up. So I'm trying to find some form of confidence. What can I get on average out of my trades? Well, we know I can get wiped really quickly. No, I don't use Gex. Do you still only scalp for ticks? I'll only scalp for ticks in this environment. I need momentum. Most of my trades are under a minute. And how much momentum can I get in a minute or less? If this is all I'm getting, then that's all I'm taking. So like on the open, I get just so much more momentum. Getting a point, getting 2 points is way easier because you're getting 2-point movements in less than a minute. Here, no, not at this. Yeah, you got that odd and in blowout, but trying to find that is really going to be difficult, right? Like I wrote about it on X today. If you're sitting at the poker table and you don't know who the sucker is, it's you. And I can't figure out what the fuck is going on for the most part, so it was me. I didn't pulse check. So some of my predictions are working, but they're just shaking out where I would want to get into the trades before they work. I figured there'd be a long down here, and I got fucked up badly before it worked out. And I figured there'd be a long here, but the problem is I'm going to get fucked up before it works out. Right? So this is the type of market that will drift on you so bad. This is the type of environment where, like, if you wait for that break even, it ain't coming. It'll just, like, slowly float away from your entry, and it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. So in this type of environment, I gotta fucking be quick about the fucking decisions I make. I can't overhold these losers, which I might have done a little bit of. Not horribly. Okay, we got another one here. See, there could be other things going on here that I'm not aware of. See how it just slowly floated up right there? Imagine if you're short and you're trying to wait for a break even, and you're like, oh my God, I should have took it off. That's what I don't want to get into that situation. I'll gladly get fucked up like I did before I get in that situation. It's a really fine line of, like, do I hold this or do I bail on it? Because it is way easier to predict the next few seconds, but when it ain't moving for minutes at a time, the predictability goes out the shitter. So these higher time frame areas are pivoting nicely. Wonder if we can get any form of a pullback into this area. I'll take it potentially. So we're just gonna hang out. This kind of garbage is also why I decided to just stick to the open. Like, I know before the close it can pick up in volatility, but it's not the same as open volatility. It has this more robotic precision sort of movement to it. And the volume flow is low, so getting filled is hard, thus getting out is difficult. And due to it just getting stuck multiple seconds at a time on a specific tick means there's less movement up and down. So not only do I have entry issues, but I don't really get it moving either. So the volume being higher and the volatility being higher just adds it boosts the edge, really. Scalpers need fucking volume and volatility. And when you just get into this dead shit. See, I don't know what's going on here. It's not worth it. They went all... I'm watching all of the futures markets, like a lot of them. Not all of them, but... Could dump. There's the dump. See that? That motherfucker added fucking bid offer pressure. That came in right as the market dumped. I bet that might be a dirty spoofer. So my bid offer pressures seem a little more predictable than... Oh, here we are. We've arrived to my destination. Now the question is, can I get into this and it not dump? See, I'm only getting about a fucking tick out of it. Oh, I'll take that. I'll take that right to the bank. So we're getting out of the hole. A little bit. It's a fine line of conservative trading and aggressive trading. We're down $85.78. So we were down 199 because I took 3 to the ass. But hey, did that dirty spoofer disappear or did he get filled? I don't see any contracts signifying he would have got hit. Fucking cunt. I need to set an example. I'm having a lovely time in the markets. I'm actually not like upset or anything. I get into these I'm really good at getting into situations that are not ideal and then getting out. That's gone. That's not gone. They're going to abuse this. That's why I scalp it. Yep. See, that's why I don't hold that shit. This is not a very family-friendly market right now. So they're coming out of this, but that's kind of like unreliable. Are they like, what are they going to do? Are they going to V-flush it? Can they pivot off of this? I don't have enough factors of support. There could be a short into this reclaim. I'll pulse check it. 1675 fill. That would be in. I would be in there. I think I'd take it for the 2 ticks. We would have got 4. We could have got 4. Okay. See, now I'm starting to get warmed up. Had I not been a dumbass and I'd pulse checked right off of the bat, I got to stop calling myself that. Had I pulse checked at the beginning, I could have seen that all my predictions were wrong and then start to get more warmed up. But instead, I decided to figure that out with some risk. This is nasty. See, my thing is, are they going to push this? They could pivot off of this, but I don't really trust it. Watching the bid off pressure, you guys can't see that. It's going all offer and there's no push up. Briefly. That's telling me this might actually pivot here. To the short side. Another good prediction. You can see my mouse cursor has been sitting on 1725. That's where I would have liked to get in it. But now I'm feeling like a sense of skittishness. Let's put some rain sounds on. Or thunder sounds or something. There's a big ass reclaim right there. See, what happened was like a lot of this sold and now it's getting chopped up down here. And what might happen is all that selling pressure might come out, but the price stays lower. We want to stay on top of everything to the best of our abilities. That just want to offer pressure here. It is rising slightly. That's telling me this might bump up. If I was in it at 16, I would pull it for a tick. What good is a momentum scalper without momentum? Digging the new look. I just couldn't find my visor. I don't look at gold. Momentum during New York metal hours has been cleaner than equities. I've never really looked at gold ever. I don't think I've looked at it once. Maybe on a chart, but like to actually trade it on a DOM and like start to like, so they pivot off of that. Not much of a reason to be doing anything. Ooh, look at that. See, this guy who sold, they're starting to come out a little bit. In my opinion, it's all short-term fucking trading going on. What is he? Well, this motherfucker would still have some positions on, would he not? You have a lot. This is such a big ass fucking area, but the problem is okay, that's gone. See, this guy is coming out. See this selling? This guy's coming out, but he's getting, there's reloading going on the fucking sell side. Look at it stuck like in a little tiny, there they go. See, all that selling just came out. But now it started up here. Now we're down here. I think there could be a pivot short. I'm going to attempt. And this better fucking work. I don't like how, see how it's just like I don't have any momentum, for the love of God. I'll take a tick of loss. I don't care. That's sitting there way too long. There's only 2 levels of converging there, which is not ideal. It would have worked. A dirty spoofer come in. Oh, no, he got filled. That means a lot of this buying activity, that's, see, that asshole got hit. And what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? I do like the short here. I like it. Is it going to kill me? Yes, it is. I will flip. Good God. And I will get killed on the other side of it. I will absolutely get murdered as I continue to hold this for a long period of time. I got faked out up there. I went for the pivot. It looked like they was going to squeeze it. I'd like to mitigate this loss slightly. I don't know if that's going to happen. So here's the deal. Here's where I really fucked myself on that one. So my equity curve is starting to progressively go lower. We should be down like 200 something at this point. It's those reclaims. Yeah, we're down 234 now. See, for me, there was 3 converging levels there. That was a good pivot play, and if it's not going to pivot, then they should push it up. I got faked the fuck out on it. Both ways. So this is telling. This is really telling information that I have the patterns are unreliable. And there's something about those reclaims. I can't have a reclaim on my back end. Having a reclaim on my back end is what's killing me. This is certainly a finicky. See, there was a bit of a reclaim there. I shorted it, they pushed my ass, and then they came back in as I flipped it. That's where I'm getting crushed. I know that's where I'm getting crushed at. See, there's no reclaim here. There's a slight amount of reclaim above me. And at the moment I was going to click it, it jumps. There's some reclaim over there. Right above this. Wait a second. Did I not catch this? I didn't. So from here, it's the reclaims, man. I can't put those on my backside. The moment I have those on my backside, I'm getting fucked because I'm trying to break out of them, and this is not the type of environment for the breakouts. I like it being on top of this shit. But now you got reclaiming below us. I think these trades are instantly going against me if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at the MAE, MFE. Okay, we have all of the trades from... So here's the trades from this morning. This is the $1,500 one. Or the $1,000 one. Look how there's absolutely no MFE. And I'm getting fucking wackadoodled. 7, 6. I'm seeing the problem here. Too much reclaim down there. They're on top of these, which normally I would want to play long off. Because there's some breaching here. What are my thoughts? I believe in adaptive market theory. It cycles in and out of efficiency and inefficiency. Andrew Lowe wrote about it, or talks a lot about it. He used to be an efficient market theory guy. all I can tell you is when you're competing, if a scalper is competing against HFTs like I am, I need more people at the table. John Grady talked about this many years ago. This is why he likes to trade the opens. You need more people at the poker table. Right now, it's like I can't compete in the queue. The volume flow shit. I'm kind of getting on the wrong side of these reclaims. I don't get enough movement. I'm hyper wrong. So I know there's a pattern that I'm getting on the wrong side of the reclaims. I need to pay attention. See, there's some reclaiming below us. And this is, look, that popped up on a 12 lot. Do you see that? So they're also spoofing, and this is what's fucking me as well. Like, there's not enough volume, but fuck, there's times where it just, like, it pops on not shit. So the long there was right, but, you know, when you got a 12 lot, that's not what's being advertised, right? Look at it just ripping its dick off. See, these are problems that have to be fixed on a different day in a different environment. I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best. It's like whoever's coming in is coming right back out in a lot of these areas too. So now they're back up in that. Is there a reclaim up there? That's the problem. It cycles into like trends. And is there something I can lean into? It might be bid offer pressure in the reclaims. So it went all bid right there, and it's not moving either direction. There's a slight amount of reclaim below us. They might hit this low. Pulse check short 18s. I wouldn't get filled on it. So the bid offer pressure is a bit telling. It is a little bit telling. They're in here, but it's like, fuck, this is not reliable to be playing. It's just not. Bid offer pressure right there. They hit down. There's a reclaim. See, normally I'd be wanting to go long here. But that would be a mistake because there's too much reclaim on the back end. I need to pay attention to the pressure. The pressure's kind of telling. It's more reliable than anything else. I can use this shit. Look at that, dude. You know, you got some fucking asshole that's sweeping the fucking market in this, like, really tight shit. I wasn't in that, but good God. See, that's why you don't put a reclaim on your back end, and they're not pushing this up on fucking any pressure. Go for the fucking short here. Which is not, the moment I get the fuck in it, it does not. Look how it just stalls. I need momentum. 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 Fuck. I'm getting trapped now. This fucking sucks. I gotta get out of this. We'll take it. We'll take that off. Like this, the moment I get filled, it's like stops. No movement. and then it just flips the other way. I felt like I had reclaim advantage on it. I'm probably going to take another trade, and if this doesn't turn around for me, I'm going to just not continue forth because this is not my environment. Like, I'm just having a real... let's see, then it works. But the problem is if I hold that, that can just get worse. We might review to see what happened on these trades. You're getting bid pressure, but it's not. It's jumping. They could hit that reclaim up there. It would make sense. And it's tight enough. It's worth the attempt. But the moment I get there, yeah, fucking go. But look. It gives me 2 ticks, and then it comes right back in. Fuck. See, and I'm getting trapped again. I gotta break even on it. I can't even get a fucking break even because of volume flow. Shit. I can't get a fucking break even on it. Come on. Come on, you son of a bitch. There we go. See, I need that to happen quicker. And if I can't get that to happen quicker, it's just the environment shit, dudes. Now I know you could probably maybe hold something, but I'm not playing that fucking game either. It doesn't work for me. I'm a shit hold trader. Statistically speaking. Yeah, you're right. I am complaining. Do you have to use that much foul language? Have you ever been around people in the military? Have you been in the military? Have you been in the American military? Have you been around a bunch of American men? Young American men in their 20s? In a male-dominated field? Because if not, you wouldn't understand why I talk like this. You ever see the old pit traders? Have you ever saw the guys who traded back in the pits? Have you ever heard them talk? You should watch the documentary Floored. I mean, it's just how that's what I grew up in. I mean, that's what I grew up in. That's how I talk, dude. It's just like been ingrained in me since I was a child. My dad talked like that. My friends all talk like that. I mean, that's just how it is. Slight amount of reclaim above us. Man, there's good alignment here, too. Let's see what they do. They're kind of cycling backwards. Watch the pressure. See how there's low flow? It's not good. There's 100 and something lots there. They ran. There's a slight reclaim below us. They just ran it. I'm not gonna get anywhere near that guy. You're right, though. I need to clean it up, but my God, it's a habit for 30-something years. I mean, what can I do? What do you want me to do? You know, I'm trying. I'm trying. That's all I can tell you. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. I know it hurts your ears, man. I know it hurts. I know it hurts to listen to my voice and all those bad words. I know it just melts your brain, and you're like, oh. Well, I mean, it's true though. I can't shit on the guy too much because some words do carry resonance, for sure. So, for him, it just when he hears those words, he doesn't like it. So, I mean, for me, I don't even hear it come out of my mouth, right? I don't even hear it. It's like it's just like, and when other people talk like that too, I don't even hear it. Like, it just sounds like somebody's speaking normal English to me. This is all just a big chop fest. I did say at the start of the stream I need to clean it up. I do recognize that. But man, I can edit that out. This is a live stream. Unfortunately, you get the uncensored version of it. But words do carry resonance. They absolutely do. You grew up in an environment where that's bad and it's not good, and you shouldn't talk like that in front of other people. Your parents might have told you as a little child, you don't talk like that. That's bad, and you just were sort of conditioned to think that way. I grew up in environments where everybody talked like that. After high school, I was in an environment with nothing but young men in their 20s, American men, and we go do stupid things and talk like that. So I don't know if you're American or if you're familiar with American culture. I don't know. Maybe, well, I mean, have you actually lived it? What you see on the internet's not necessarily how it is, right? I do like this spot a lot, man. Let's see if we can get filled. We can. And we're going to let that run just a little bit. Now I'll take a point. Let's see where we're at. But I shouldn't talk. When I talk like that, that is clearly a sign of frustration. That is an early warning sign. It's just like I can't read the shit. Down 221. It's a good thing I got out of that. Let's see. If we were all trading in the pits at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, good God. If anybody knows who Greg Reba is, dude, those guys were animal. Like, who trades? Honestly, this is gambling. All right, typically it's degenerate men for the most part that do this job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jesus Christ. I know some of you guys like to go, oh, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think we provide shit for society. People will argue with me on that all damn day long. That's fine. But I really, what are we really doing? Am I over here curing cancer? You know what I'm saying? What am I doing? Other than sitting in this room, farting and pissing out my window and trying to play this video game of which way is it going to go. I don't really do nothing for society by any stretch of the imagination. this is a job for degenerates. Well, degenerates get into this job. Let's put it that way. Maybe not all of you are degenerates, but I don't really classify myself as a model citizen. Okay. You definitely don't want your kids around me. Although my girlfriend's kid is around me and I do talk like that. But I tell her, she knows better. She knows better, though. She knows she should. I had another relationship where I raised a kid for 5 years. I'm just me. There's something about being authentically you that kids really seem to appreciate. And they know better. They know not to say those words. They say it one time at school, they get in trouble, and then they know. And then they don't talk like that. I think the worst thing to do around a kid is like try to hide stuff. You know, because the more you hide it, this is my philosophy on parenting, I guess. But I don't know. I've done a really good job. Because I get on their level and play with them and shit. See, I didn't even mean to say shit. It like comes out. It's like a period at the end of a sentence. You know what I'm saying? But if we were in the pits, man, oh, good Lord. And the stench of a bunch of men together, too. You know what I'm talking about? Especially after the lunch hour. Can you imagine the stench of the pit when somebody's just shitting their pants? That's an appropriate time to use that word. When somebody's just shitting their pants, and you're standing there because you're trying to trade, you can't do nothing. You got to breathe it. You got to breathe the inside of another man's ass. I don't know. I think I'm a very much a caveman in a lot of ways. Like the toilet is right there, okay? It is literally look, watch this. I got up and touched the toilet. But instead, behind the screen, there's a window. Sometimes I just open that window and piss right out the window. Okay, that's who I am, all right? And it's very offensive to some people. And I'm not going to change it. I'm going to work on the cussing, Mohammed. I'm working on the cussing. But also, like, with all realness and stuff, some of it is, you got to put on a show. You got to put on a show. People want to be entertained. They don't want me to be like, right? You got to get wild. I'm sweating. Because the moment I turn these studio lights on and stream, it gets incredibly hot in here. But you know what? This is the boiler room. The spoofing is real. I think we can I don't know if I'm going to pull a full, yeah, it's 234. There's no way I'm going to pull a full recovery. Man, that's how many contracts came off this thing? Over 2,000? The bid offer pressure is definitely giving a little bit of a sign. It's basically, I'll show you one of them. It's this power meter. HFTs use that to make decisions. So it's going all offer right now, but it's not, they're not bidding up. They're not going, oh. Wait a second. Okay, that's very telling. I would like to be in this, but I think it was too late. So as far as like efficient market theory goes, if there's enough volume and volatility, I think a lot of that goes out the window. The problem is when it's really low, you're really competing with HFTs, and that becomes very difficult. I think I need to lean more into these higher. Oh, wow, they're sinking that. They blew that out. Well, I shouldn't be surprised. They're coming into this. I think this area might pivot, but I don't know if I really want to go for it. And it's too late. I would have not got filled where I wanted. See, we got a lot of stuff. Oh, let's see. I fixed my speech for you. We got a lot of things. We got a lot of things going on. What type of things, you might ask? Is there going to be a pivot here? Or are they going to blow this out like diarrhea? They're going to blow it out like diarrhea. See, I couldn't chase that. If I was a little quicker, I might have been able to nail that. This seems like a little bit of an outlier. Okay, they're coming up into this section, which, in my opinion, just might pivot. But we're going to wait. We're not going to catch a knife. That would be ridiculous. Well, they're not even hitting that. They're just washing it. That's a heavy outlier on the deltas. The question is, are they going to... Okay. I do like a pivot here. The problem is I'm really skittish. Now I got too much reclaim below me. They briefly went all offer and it did dump. This is a tough nut to crack. I don't want to get shooken out. We know shakeouts is definitely a thing. They keep going offer and it's okay, it's unidirectional. But I can't react to it. We might get something. See, I know they're shaking out. Ask me how I know, because I got messed up. What do we have here? Already. So are they going to accept this for a continuation is the real question here. This for me is a major potential pivot. There's too much reclaim though. I don't want to be on the wrong end of this. They are abusing this upper end, which I do like. I'll nail it. Probably nailed it in a shitty spot. See, I fucked up. I should have put that reclaim on my back end. I'm probably going to get hit hard on this one. Yeah, dude. Just gets worse. That's I fucked up. I should never put that reclaim on my back end. I kept saying don't do that. And I did that. Now they're accepting in here. I just don't have a read on this thing. I don't. That one hurt bad, too. That might have put us down 400 or so. Let's see how bad we're sitting. This is just one of those days where I can maybe like potentially get out a little. It's just the equity curve's gonna like keep going downward. Oh, we're down 350. Man, dude, the way it jumps and everything. See, I don't know how much I keep making the same mistake over and over. Putting the reclaim on my back end. That went horribly offered and it didn't jump. I would like to fade that at 550, but not it wouldn't. It would. I would have got filled, and then it would have instantly went against me. I don't have clarity. Is the problem here? What do we got? I just don't have any form of clarity. Trying to play pivots off delta is a really tough game. See, the thing is, like, I figure there might be a. See, I'm right about like overall direction, but the thing is, I get shooken out. But I don't want to like risk a shitload of ticks at the same time, especially now. There's just this like type of environment where I struggle severely. And we have seen it. Actually, every stream I've done on Wednesday, it's been a real like, ugh. How can I? Because it's always in the afternoon. Yesterday, I actually streamed to this YouTube my coffee session. I did fine yesterday morning. Look how it's just, yeah, dude, the way it's chop walking up and everything. See, it's this nasty, like, choppy drift. And those right there, typically, if I get into something like that, I need to get into higher time frame levels. And I need multiples of them. This is gone. It's that really nasty, like the way it's like that. So I want to play. I guess this has become some form of a. I need some magic. Like I need like a massive amounts of levels or something to align or what have you. We'll definitely look at when this ends in 15 minutes. We'll run some timestamps and I'll take a look and see where I made my mistakes. I'm pretty sure it was like the reclaims on the back end that was killing me. This fucking guy. I mean this guy. Caught 20 points. Nice. If anything, we're going to learn from our mistakes. That's what's going to happen. I'm not walking away from this session without figuring out what went wrong. We ain't doing that. We're going to review it. A quick review. Let's look at that stall. See, it has these periods of fast volume and then it like stalls. Is there another 1,000 coming in here? Okay, there is, and I will lean into this. I will lean into it. So let her come up a little bit. Now the question is, are they going to push through it? Watch the bid offer pressure. Damn it. I see I don't get the good ones. I can't. The good ones go without me. Oh man, it's like I gotta take it. That's the problem with low volume. I can't get into this to it. I would have loved that. I would have loved to get 6 ticks or what have you. Look at this guy, 300. Look at these guys. What are they doing? They're going to get filled. That's what's going to happen. What I notice, what is going on here is there are large traders really trying to get filled. That's what I think. I think there's a lot of large traders at work here, and that makes it. But also, you do have some spoofing going on. They're really cycling these. See how bobby weavy it is? They're cycling these reclaims, and it's kind of tight. I can't have a reclaim on my back end. I would have wanted to short that the first time, not the second time. It's 249. We're about to get a high flow volume. I don't think it's. And also, I don't think I was as quick as I need to be on exits. Something about it, man. But also, dude, you get filled and it's like it just stalls. It's like, oh, well, shit. What are we gonna do here? Man, this thing is really stuck. They might keep it right here. So they're coming out the bottom of that. I would like a continuation, but man, there's not clean enough pullbacks. Okay, so I do like a bounce here. Well, let's see how bad we get fucked on that one. See, I have no momentum for it to come back. It instantly goes against me. And it's just going to get worse at this point. They're not going to bounce it. I am so good at nailing the wrong side of the trade. I like the bounce because you have converging here. I don't think this is going to necessarily come. It might. I know they're faking out and shit, but do I really run the risk of this to continue to get worse? That's the problem. And I'm overholding. It's just not working out for me here. We'll take it out. I should have not taken that trade. I should have stopped a while ago. That one hurt pretty bad as well. Did I lose $1,500 or something on a one lot? I certainly did. Every trade immediately went against me. So let's review this. Let's see what went wrong. Did I put a reclaim on my back end again? Did I not put a reclaim on my back end? What was the issue here? See, and I held that a little too long, too. It's like I think part of the issue is I'm holding these losers slightly too long, and they just get worse. The trades I want to get filled on, I can't get filled on. What was that, 14? We definitely traded a lot. Really, I should have walked away from it when I took 3 losses in a row, but I didn't. I felt obligated to be here because it's a stream. Let's pull the P&L and timestamp this. Open time. Let's look at all of these. We're going to cycle through them really quickly and see if there's any common issues. See how it just keeps keeps creeping where I would have been. I would have been hoping that it would come back, and it just wouldn't. I held it a little too long, and it just didn't work. I don't know, something about getting filled. It's like if I get filled, I'm instantly wrong. It's like they're picking off stale quotes or something. I don't know. There's something I'm doing wrong that I think I know what it is, but I'm not seeing it. Let's figure out what I did. We're not going to walk away from this and be like, well, didn't work. We're going to learn from it. So let me pull up. I don't want to listen to Price Squawk anymore. I love the bounce there. It just didn't work. They kind of been blitzed. These levels have not been hyper reliable. There's like this element of slop to it, which really catches me off guard because in the morning I'm not having that problem. So let's go to let's go and look at this. So we're gonna go to YouTube Studio. We're gonna learn from it. Because if I walk away from this and be like, "Wah, that's bad." Let's see here. That is really bad. I was ultra aggressive too. I don't take that many trades in such a short period of time usually. Although it did happen a few times last week. So what I'm gonna do here is let me find the timestamps, and I'm going to tag them into this live stream. So it's going to go into the description. So the first trade is at 135. Unfortunately, I don't. 135.32. We're going to kind of speed run the review, but let's see here. Let's find that first trade, and then I'm going to timestamp it. Where is it? There it is. Is that 135? It is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm going to change screens, so give me a minute. Oh, I fucked up. Hold on. Let me timestamp it. Let's see where we went wrong. 135 is right there. I need to get the actual time on the video. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that. It's just everything I traded. Let me look at the P&L real quick. I think like almost everything went against me immediately. Yeah, look at this shit. 0 and 17, 0 and 12. I only had 3 here. 2, 1, 0, 1 in my favor. 0, 0, 1, 4, 3, 3, 0, 0, 0. Everything I got in, most of what I got into immediately went against me. So something, obviously I had a lack of clarity, and I kept pressing. I also said last trade, and I kept going. That was a mistake. Just to make it hurt more, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what time is this video at right here? So we've been streaming for what, an hour and a half? What is that at? Well, I don't think I can put the timestamps in here. Okay. Let's see what went wrong. So we're going to remove my beautiful face. Or no, I'll have my face on my face. Okay. First trade, we'll put it on 2 times speed. I'm going to have to just scrub through this manually, because I don't know how to timestamp this. Wait, am I still streaming? I think I am. So we have 3 levels of almost 4, actually. This seems like a good long. I should be taking that. This trade does not. It's tight. There's not much reclaim there. Wait, hold on. I need to actually. This is all messed up. Let me get the screens correct. Let me add a. We want to make sure that I don't have any overlays on or anything. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we definitely will take that off. And we don't see a DOM on a DOM, which is good. So this to me makes sense for a long. Let's look at the entry. I don't think it's a bad entry at all. I think it's a great trade. I cut it quickly because I'm like, oh crap, it's sinking. No, and it sunk on me and it came right back where I was sitting. Next trade's at 11:38. Kind of will just start speed running this. There's the next one. So that one trade, what was it? 135 or yeah, so that one trade was right in here somewhere. I think it was here. Made sense. We get in. This trade also makes sense as well because there's 3 layers of converging here. There's a little bit of reclaim below us. This trade also immediately does not work. It's relatively tight. It's not like horribly loose. Right there. They were breaching. Notice how I hold that a little too long. I could have been cutting it out right there. That caused a significant loss. 5 ticks instead of 3. That's part of the problem. But another part of the problem is I'm not getting... The trades are just not working right away. Why? So I'm going to learn something from this. And I'm going to go piss. Not out the window, but I'll be right back. So I'm actually going to make a new journal. I'm going to make some... I'm gonna make because there's some tags I'm tracking with, and I want to see what the hell. Yeah, those 2 last losses were gnarly. It's all right. The worst thing I can do is walk away from this and not figure out what happened. And this is where you see a different fat cat. There's nothing that can be done other than we learn from it. That is it. So there is a type of environment I don't trade well in. Let me give me a minute. So the journal's loading, but let me no, I need to leave where I am right now, where I'm at. Okay, so let me do a new journal entry real quick. Or actually, no, you know what? I'm just going to stick it into the journal now from today. So let me put these entries into the journal now. And what we're going to do is we're going to learn from it. That was way too many trades, too. So let's put these in. Download the XLS sheet. Hopefully it doesn't mess with what I already have in here. We got our relaxing rain, thundery sounds on right now. And we're going to do the part that most of you don't like. So there's a trade from this morning, which was only 4 seconds. And I'm getting like what was it? Yeah, 7 ticks of movement in 4 seconds. But you notice that a lot of this is, I'm getting higher. It's just not working for me. So I want to track something. So let's go to that first trade, which was at 11 or 135, if I'm not was it 135? Yeah, 135. So it's right here. So I have 3 areas of converging. My thing is like, do they go through this? I'm going to hide everything. Thoroughly confused on the situation. We're just going to have those 3 tags for now. So this would be this tag here. It's got a classic pullback. Everything makes sense. We bail on it. Didn't work. The next, because there are like a handful of trades that work. What was the difference between those? And last week I had 2 really bad days trading this environment. Part of what happened to me last week is why I switched to trading the opens. The next trade is at 138, so we're going to go ahead and speed run it. There, I think that's it right there. Yeah. This one's a bit questionable. I don't think I necessarily should have went for the breakout. I think I should have faded that. That was not accepting above. I think that was a terrible fucking trade. Let's see how many trades should have not happened on this. I'm going to go absolutely bananas if I don't figure this out. So this should not have happened. That's bad. We were on the wrong side of it. This one was relatively tight. This one had a slip against me, which I think is the suspect here. Now, there were 3 of these, but I was on the wrong end of it. If you're taking 3 losses in a row, you got problems. Oh, yeah, I don't have timestamps on here. But I just kept going. The next trade is also right about here in the next 30 seconds. So we go long here. We're definitely putting a slight amount of, so I'm like, oh, quite accepting enough out of that. So what's happening here is I'm anticipating something before it's like telling me it's ready. Again, same problem here is the same problem here. That's not good. And that crushed me. There's not enough acceptance. Like I'm anticipating like this breakout because of how many times the top of this is getting tapped. That's not okay because it's not like ready. It's not coming out. Again, another slip against me. Let's see what else happened. Let's go to the next trade. So that one, let's see how long I hold it for. Look, I need to be cutting it. But usually, see, that's the thing. Usually I can let that type of trade kind of rack around. I can let trades go against me a few ticks. Let's look at Monday, for example. Or Tuesday. Like the MAE is really wide on a lot of this. 17, 7, 3, 8, 2, 11, 13, 3, 25. That's huge. 0 and 31. Okay, so like usually I can let the it float around, but this is not 2. This is Monday morning. Let's keep looking at these. So we got 2. Holy shit. That doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, that trade did go against me way too much. This was a terrible trade. 68. 3, 4, 5, 3, 3, 1. So on average, I can let it like float on me a little bit. So that's what I'm doing in this specific circumstance. The volatility is so low, but I'm kind of like treating it almost as though I have higher volatility, which I don't. So I let it kind of breathe a bit, which I do think they do need to breathe at times, but the whole time there was, I think the whole time on these losers are relatively high compared. We'll see. We'll see later. So on this trade, this next one works. This is one of the one of the 3 wins. No, we have a few wins, like 5 or some. No, this win is no longer than what's happened. This goes 5 and 5. This trade's at 144. So we need to go forward a little bit. See what I did wrong. Okay, so right here, what I like about this, there's several things I like about this, actually. But I'm not... What did I do? Like, there's I'm pretty sure that's over 1,000 right there. It is. I go long here. I like it. It's not necessarily the bottom. It almost, well, what is it? Like 2 or 3 ticks off the bottom of that. And did it already bounce it? No, it didn't. I got reclaim behind me and in front of me. Oh shit! Why did I do that? I definitely hold this. What is it here though? One, two, three, four. Four-ish. So we're going to be 0 here, 4 here. Trade works well. That's 3. To me, this seemed like a good trade. This seemed good. 0. Is there a theme or something I need? Do I need a lot more factors of support and lower volatility? How much more could that have went? Well, it would have not gone that much more. We get out at 14.25. It would have gone another point. The next trade is going to be at... The next trade, we only get a tick off of it. Then we're going to... Then this is where we start to dig our way out. The next trade... And did I... let's see... 153.44. So it's not till 153 that we actually execute this. I don't know if I'm truly going to find anything from this because this I've always struggled with this type of volume. There was plenty of stuff that I liked. I just couldn't get into it. I don't know if I got to like market order in or what the deal is. I hate running market orders. So we get in there. It's tight. There's 2 factors of support here and this red area. So that's 1 factor of support. So we're going to be looking like this. I'm going to get a tick off of it. What about the reclaim? Again, mid. Oh, I remember this one. I tried to get a point off of it. So it did. It went up in my favor. It struggled. Can I get a point off of these? How much can I get? It would have worked to an extent, but then it would have died. Look at how it shoved through there really quickly. Okay, next trade. I mean, the most I would have got from a point. The next trade is a point. The next trade is going to be at 2 o'clock. So we go here. 2 factors of support here. Three here. We get a point. How much further could it have gone? Not much further before it would have died. Well, let's look at it. Did it hit that 20? No, not even. What was this, though? We need to look at that. I would argue to say it definitely has. Let me look at this. Oh, it's mid again. It's mid on the reclaim. Then we're gonna lose. Then we're gonna go on a losing streak. Then we get messed up on those last two. We'll see what happened. 209 is the next trade. See, it's a short. It's our first short. There's a little bit of reclaim by 2 ticks or so. But there's also a reclaim in our favor. It's so compact the way it moves, so we're mid again. Which is starting to be a common theme. I have not had one of these in my favor. So what do we have going for us? Well, there's only 2 factors of support, and we're going short. This is not really that good of a trade, in my opinion. If anything, I should be looking at a long. I don't really think this trade should have happened. I think it's bad. It was minus a tick. It eventually started to work out. So now there's 3 factors of support here. Do I go for it again? Now it looks okay, but we lose a point on it. Now it looks okay, but I am instantly get squeezed. Oh. And the reclaim is right below us. It's actually tight above. That's fascinating. I think this next trade was good. Favor. Wait a second. This is the wrong. Seemed good to me. It just did not work. This reminds me of the first trade. And then I flip. Oh, God. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to flip it. I have decent statistics on flipping. So when I flip my trades, I can do pretty good on them, but this one did not work. It's like, all right, you got a bunch of shit above you. It makes sense. Yeah, there's a little bit of reclaim below us, but it instantly sinks in on me. Instantly. A 9 lot, a 22 lot, a 24 lot. So it spoofs its way down slightly. This was definitely, I think, mid. That little tactic works at times. Well, you know, it is what it is. To me, it seemed like a good trade, but it didn't. So I'm marking ones that I think are good. And we're starting to see some losers on good shit I would consider decent. Oops. We need to go to 219. Which is a little bit further back. So this is a live stream. It's like hard. It's not showing me the time really well. It's showing these negative numbers. Maybe it's at an hour in or something. I don't know. It says 2 hours back here. I think the time's like backwards or something. Usually I could timestamp something like this and it would be nice. So we get in at 2:19. So it looks like I'm going for it here. What do I have going for this? I have reclaim advantage. It just shows you like this type of environment. There's these times where the patterns are completely unreliable. That does happen. And then there's times where I get complete reliability. We're kind of mid at this point, actually. How many factors of support do I have going for it? That's the question. I don't think I have anything. 1? Yeah. I don't really think this trade should have happened. Two-tick loss. See, and then it works. But it's just the way it floats, man. The next trade's at 221, so it's coming up rather quickly. Well, there's 2 factors of support. Nah. There's about 3 factors on this, I think. That would have worked if I was a little more patient on it. That actually had 4 factors on it. Give me a minute. Yeah, that had 4 factors. That had a lot. 1, 2. 2 here. Two there. Two there. Could have held this. We know we could have held it. Could have held longer. For sure. What about the entry, though? We're almost done with this. Where did we go wrong on the entry? We're mid-slip again. That's interesting because most of these trades have been mid-slip. The next trade is a $50 win, which is going to be at 227.34. I think that's it right there. Again, we're like on top of this thing. It's crazy how it's not going to the other side. So it's super tight here. There's slightly more reclaim above us. That trade works. This works out for a point. We have 2 factors of support here. Again. 2 here, but I'm anticipating. And then it would have come right back in. I mean, as far as how much I can get out of these trades, there was only one that looked like it was worth 2 points. Now we're going to look at the nasty ones, the ones you like, you guys like. 239. So we're going to go to 239. Which is coming at I feel like I'm not gathering enough information here. This entire area was freaking me out, and I decided to trade it. Actually, I said after this trade I need to stop if I can't keep going. Well, I had a break even, and then I had that. So for me, I could keep going, but right here I should have stopped. So we get long here. We're mid shimmy again. That's the common theme across all of these. That's not good. Let me let's take a look because I feel like I'm not gathering all the information. So we do have 1 factor of support there. And then we have give me a minute. I'm trying to figure out because I'm not drawing everything here, which is bad. I should be drawing more stuff here. I already drew that. There's nothing else here. This one's gone. There's literally 2 fucking things going on. Pardon my French. And not only is there 2 things going on, we're like not accepting above this one. We did breach into it a few times. I don't really know what to make of that. I don't know if it was good or bad. I don't think there was enough going for it. Seeing what I do is like, look, I let it breathe a little bit, and then, I mean, at this point it needs to be cut, and I'm holding it too much. And then it just gets worse and worse and worse. I'm definitely holding the losers way too long in this environment. But the thing is, I hold trades a little bit in higher volatility. So what's that adjustment I need to make? What do I need to do Do I need to just cut a lot faster? Do I just not need to give it that much time to breathe? Or do I need to do something else? Do I need more factors of support? That's the question. The next trade's going to be at, the final one is at 250. We should have just been done there. Even I make stupid mistakes. I didn't remember this vividly. To me, this makes sense to bounce. But I get in on the right side of the V, which is sometimes not a good idea. It's mid reclaim. It's mid shimmy. So my question is, do I need to set the limit of order up on a place where I know the reclaim is going to get tapped and I'm going to have reclaim advantage? Almost every single one of these trades, I think it was red here. I held that. I just was in denial on that one. You can see it in my eyes. You can just see it. But okay, we got in right there. We have data. I repeat, we have data. I need to look at the entry though. 0 and 17 on the MAE MFE Pro Strats 0675. It just like it didn't work the way I wanted it to. Womp womp womp. Somehow we got in at a bad fucking area. 0675s. Womp 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 womp. It's going to be like right around here. Oh, look at that reclaim assisted range break that I didn't see. Those are A+ setups. There's no way I would have been able to catch that. Did not see that. These are really good trades, by the way, to the short side. It's got the model look. It's got kind of a reclaim. It's assisting the breakout. But, I mean, this did strike at 250. There's no way I got in at the worst area. But it also put in a measured move. There'd be no reason to be in this. It just kind of happened really quickly. Great setup, but there's no way one could actually get into that. But my question is, what else am I missing here? What am I missing? There's something I'm not seeing. I need to figure that out. Well, there's this. Right here. From here from here to here. I thought it was a great trade, honestly. It just didn't work. You had two converging areas. There. This is getting absolutely large. It's not flipping green at all. I really don't see that being a bad trade, man. What do we have going on for these things? Is there anything common, like on my wins? Is there something I can filter out and see if there's like so we're going to copy this, paste it here. And then I need to run a filter. I want to remove that trade from the open. Does it not need to be in here on the statistics? So give me a moment while I remove that trade. Oh, fuck, I can't. I can't remove it. 'Tis all right. So page filter, date, add filter today. So we want to look at P&L add filter bigger than $1. P&L bigger than $1 on this as well. So up here is going to be our wins. Down here will be our losses. Dollar. Oh, that's a date. P&L smaller than $1. So we would love to remove that first trade, but I can't. Okay, so what do we got? You know what? I can remove the first trade. What I'll just do, I'll do this. Let's unhide all this. And let's just screenshot. Let's screenshot it. Oops. I'm going to save that, and then I'll just put those tags back in. I'll just put that back in there. And then I think the only other thing is that, so we'll actually remove it. Come back in here. All right. What do we have? Is there any common things that we have? Is there anything I can figure out? Not one of these trades had shimmy favor against, mid. Oh, that's also what we need to look at as well. So we need to look at those. Because there's, I wonder, I'm just like, well, shit, are you getting fucked up from that too? And then what we'll do is we'll add one more of these, and if we delete it, it'll make everything even, so I don't have to adjust that myself. We'll delete that as well. And then let's put on our shimmies. This one, I think I already have this built. I should well, by the time I go find it or whatever to copy and paste it, I'll have this done. Instead of rebuilding this series of filters here. There we go. Everything looks like a pride flag. So the widget filter here, we're going to do P&L, add filter, -$1. Right? And then put our markers on. And then we'll do our P&L here. And we'll add $1 here. We'll hide that for now. And we're going to look at it. Is there anything that's going for me that one doesn't have versus the other? Well, mid shimmies are not very good. We can see that on the right. Because this is going to be slips or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Slips. So below is loss, above is win. Slips. So this is just not... that seemed 50-50 in this session. I know this is a very low sample rate. Going against absolutely did murder me for the most part. Going in favor didn't have a high enough sample rate to know. And no, none did nothing. The only thing I got going is potentially the green one, which is a suspicion, but I don't have enough of a sample size to really know. Now we got to look at these trades. Like how am I going to put this data together here? So I want to know how many factors of support. Is there something in common? Well, you have this yellow line, which was just as bad and just as good. That blue line did the best for some reason, but that's only one sample size. That's not good enough. I have a feeling that's a higher convergence. You got red, yellow, and orange, which is exactly just as bad on both ends of the spectrum here. That's giving me nothing. This green one's killing us. So what's the green one and the blue one? 4 factors of support and 3. Well, that doesn't help. So we want to look at all of these, and I want to total the factors of support on each one of these. So we have 3 on trade 1. Let me get some noties. So trade 1 was 3 total. So 0 plus 3. So 3 total. And it was a loser. Trade 2 was... I swear to God I tagged that one. Bullshit. Is there a bug I don't know about? So, okay, we're going to have to look at these again. I'm going to solve this problem. So 138. Oh, I put entry should not happen. You know why there's nothing there? It's because those were just shit trades. There was no acceptance, I remember that. Trade 3 didn't have any acceptance either. They were both just crap trades. I mean, if we remove the crap trades, we would be down. Not as bad, but... Trade 4. What do we have going on for trade 4? 0, 4. Was that a winner? It was. This was a winner. Trade 5. Is interesting. That's also a winner, barely, but 1 by 2. So that's 3 factors of support. That was also a winner. Trade 6. 2 factors of support, and that was also a winner. I don't know if this has any bearing on any of this. I don't have enough of a sample size. That was also a winner. What, or was it? Yes, it was. Why did I like that one? Curious. I do want to look at it again. Trade 6 is at 2 o'clock on the dot. Should be about. This happened to Chronic yesterday. His pulse checks weren't on point and he got fucked up. That's the thing. I need to take the mental trade. If they're not working, stay out. That was the critical error that could have avoided all of this. But I'm like, oh, I'm streaming. I should just trade. I need to put on a show for the folks in the room. And then, boy, did I. But in reality, I shouldn't do that. I should be like, well, sorry, guys. I didn't see anything. Didn't see nothing. Sorry. There it is. There it is. What do I like? That has 2. No, it doesn't even have. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. I tagged these wrong. It does. It has 4 factors. Right here. Trade 6. Right here, you have some converging going on. Trade 7, why did I not finish tagging that? What the hell happened? Trade, so we need to go to 209. We get short here. Oh, I tagged the wrong area. We get short. Oh, no wonders the tags are all screwed up. Which this trade should never happen. But that's okay. We have a little bit of data. So 0, 2. That's a loser. Loser. Trade 8. I need to double check to make sure I have tags across all of these. Except for those. Because there was no acceptance. I should have never been trading. There was convergence, but I was definitely on the wrong side of it. Trade 8. Trade 8, we have 0, 3. That was also a loser. Am I spelling loser? I'm spelling loser wrong. That's how much. Another loser. So 0, 3. Loser. This one. I'm going to figure this out. See, the difference is when guys get fucked like this, I think that's the appropriate use of the F word. They just leave. They don't try to figure it out. Even if you think my way of trying to figure this out is ridiculous, at least I'm trying to figure it out, right? I will attempt. This is good though. This is what it looks like when I do get messed up. I sit here and I'm like, oh, and then I like, what is that, trade 10? Ugh, loser. I think I'm seeing maybe something here. We got this one, if I'm not mistaken, I should have held this one. Let's look at trade 11 again. 221. Is that it? Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this one yep. We get in at 1825. Could have took 2 points on that one. I should have held that one. It's a break even. Super skittish. Trade 11. 2 by 2 on the convergences. Times 4. Let's see. BE. But I'm going to mark this down as this could have been a winner had I held it. Because I want to really, is there something here? Is there just like a niblet of something I can just sink my teeth into? Even though the sample size is gross, that wins as well. Hell, if I figure it out, I might just stream again tomorrow. This is also a winner as well. And it has the same factors as support that last one did. So I'll show you what I'm writing in a moment. This one is stinky. It is one... And then trade 14, that was way too many trades. This one I think was just terrible luck. I do want to look at trade 14 again. I want to know if I could have actually flipped this, because I do have stats on flip hitting and I do perform on them. I'll show you guys. But this is 2, 2. That's 4. It was a loser. Flips. Well, I'll just put it here. So running the statistics like this isn't going to work out well for me. We're going to build something else. To where we can analyze. So I don't have to write this down. When I have problems, when I'm like writing on a notepad, that's telling me this needs to be better. So we have the flip hit here, which there are none today, but let's look at the overall life of it. That's what happens when I flip. Now you can see it does get flat in certain areas. So there's definitely areas where I'm not performing well, but overall the flip does start to inch up, which is amazing. So when we look at my little notepad, which you guys can't see, so I will be a nice man and zoom in on this. Why is the zoom not working? Well, I don't. Okay, maybe I can like put these somewhere else. Let's pull up my favorite program. Ah, there we go. Okay. I want to know if, so this is the convergence on the 30-second chart. So trade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. Because looking at this on a line graph is not going to work for me. Because they're two separate tags. I need to know, like, what is their combined. So the trade 1, 2, 3, 4. The 0 is going to be 30-second. The 3 is going to be the 3-second. So how many factors of support did I get? Here I had 0 on the 30-second, 3. So the total is 3. Right here you have 1 factor of support on the 30-second, 1 factor of support on the 3-second. Together they equal 2. So that's what I want to know. So what I'm going to do is we're going to look at the winners. I want to know, is there a common number? Does a certain time frame, do I need to lean more into a certain time frame? I need to figure this out. I want to figure this out. So, since this is like, I'm going to do it on this notepad real quick because I guess I can't copy and paste stuff. So let's pull all of our winners out. Let's pull all of our winners out. My weird methodology of doing things. Hold on. So all of our wieners. Okay, so I got all those out. And then we're going to make it green because that is the color of winning. Is there something... Notice how all of these have at least 4 factors of support, except for that one. So, what about our losers? Hold on. Copy and paste it from... Oh, yeah, we got to get the first trade. Holy crap, did I really lose that bad? Did I really... I did. It doesn't matter, though. It's a learning experience. We got to call this... We don't call these losers. We call them experience. Let's check out our experiences. Man, there's 4 in a row, dude. So there's 2 of them that are no acceptance. I'm not even going to entertain those because I thought they were just not good. Well, I think I see something in common here. So what we want to look at is this. What I want to look at is this right here. This number right here. This is what I want to see. I have suspicions. I have my suspicions. Now, I think this last trade, I do want to look at that. Notice that everything that won had at least 4 factors. Now there was 3 factors of support on that one trade, but it had a higher time frame. It had a 30-second factor. What about these 3? 0, 0, 0. In fact, each one of these, except for that one, had a higher time frame go. In fact, almost all of these losers did not have the 30-second chart supporting it. However, these did. But this was only 2 factors. My suspicion is factors of support. The question is, does higher time frame matter more in low volatility? It doesn't seem like it was low volatility for you guys, maybe not. But when the 3-second, when it's stalling as bad as it was on my entries, that's low volatility. And it was low volume too. They just have these, like, it's this weird low volume, low volatility, but then they get these weird spoof pops that just come out of nowhere. So the question is, we have something going on. I have something I can sink my teeth into. I have something that's worth pursuing. What I might do, what I should do, because, I mean, if I'm going to trade that type of environment, I do want to learn that type of environment. Even though it's like, just trade the open, you know what I mean? I do want to learn the art of that garbage market type of environment. Because it's a challenge. This one's interesting. I want to look at that last one, though. Which that last one was at... 250. I like you guys seeing me struggle though, because like when I do good all the time, you're not going to learn from that. You know what I mean? Like, seeing me actually attempt to learn from something like this, I think that can give you like some form of insight, right? I think that's important. So right here, it makes sense to like get long off of that. I think I might be getting long off of it a little bit. No, I'm being cautious, which is good. That is good. I might be getting into that late. See, we need to get out of it there. We need to get out there and flip. Fours? Flip 4. Okay, let's pretend like we got out here. I could definitely flip 4s. Now, if I flip 4s, can I get anything out of this? It'd be coming back in. It'd be struggling like hell. Now we're getting more information here. And could I get 225s out of it? Yes, I could. So I could have got 2 points. Let's screenshot this because there are times where these setups fail even though it has great factors of support on it. This is actually really interesting. See, I'm going from feeling like shit to, okay, I feel good. Let's actually go to this on Sierra charts. I don't know if you guys are like saying anything or some shit. I maybe should look in the comments section. I doubt it. Need to learn on the 30 more. Need to lean on the 30 more. It looks like some of you are saying somebody said something. I don't know when though. It's helpful. That's good. Okay, so let's actually look at that trade. Because I know all of you get into situations where it just doesn't go as planned. So we're looking at 250.20. Control 3. So it's going to be right here. So we know we got something back here. One factor. $250.20. Give me a moment. See, this red shit was still forming up. Still, I have to. See, this kept turning red. They were just pushing through it. Dude, I could have got a lot out of that, really. Nah, it would have come back and tested me, but... So there's converging here. Control 3. Let's see what we have in here. So I know I have over 300 that came in right there. Did we mark that out correctly? We should have. No, that's interesting. That actually got knocked out. Maybe that wasn't there. You have this, which is correct. What price was it at? We got in at 06. So I'll mark that 06.75. So we're getting in here. So this green box will still be there. That'll still be good. Hard dump up there. That doesn't matter. They come in. We'll expand this. There's over 300 contracts that come in. Here. Which, this is when I do nail it. I'm pretty certain I saw that. If I'm not mistaken. So you would have, I need this to like, I really need this shit to auto draw for me. 2 factors. So that is correct. That is about 4 factors. Slight bounce as that goes green. They come in, flip 4s, and then off to the races. It just, sometimes it doesn't work. And if I flip it, am I going to get messed up? Because there was a flip trade earlier in the session. The flip trade, I want to look at the flip trade. I want to look at the flip trade. The flip trade, I think I remember where it was because it's like back to back. I think it was trade 8 and 9, which is at 210. Let me just double check. And I'm curious about yesterday's trades too, because yesterday was the first day I think I started using the tags. So we're going to look at the yesterday's trades to reference stuff. If you really struggled, I really recommend spending this kind of time to thoroughly investigate it, because chances are it's going to happen to you the next day. So this is trade. This is 3 factors of support. Yeah, this is trade 8 and 9. So if we pull up paint, trade 8 and 9 or here. What I'm seeing is do not, unless I have higher factors of support, I need to make sure I'm putting some form of higher time frame, but 1 and 1 is not good enough. I want to look at yesterday, because that's a little more data. I have those tags. So what we can do is we can hit the eyeball and hide tags. I love this feature, which was requested by the community. All right. Look at that one. Lost $2,400. Ooh, I'm excited. Data, baby. I'm stoked as fuck. See, doing reviews, I don't know. Doing reviews just makes me feel good. So we're going to go ahead and run these again, and let's see if we got anything going on for us. So we trade 1. I'm going to kind of just like, yeah. Trade 1 is, so we got 0-2. How did I write it there? Times. It's my own little weird way of doing things. This was also, this first trade was a loser. This one, trade 2, is 1, 3, so that's 4 winner. Okay. 3, trade 3. Oh my god, I love doing this shit. Data, baby. Data! 1, 2. That's 3 factors of support. Winner, baby. Trade 4. Oh. Would you look at that? Trade 4, 0 by 5. 5 factors of support on the smallest time frame. That would be 5. Another winner. We do have volatility, though. Notice how the low hold times and the trades are moving a lot. But we're not going to like just say, hey, that's the only reason. No, let's see if there's something else. Right? Let's see if there's something else. Trade 5, 0, 6. I remember I'm like, oh shit, I gotta make another winner. Trade 6 is going to be a loser. Oh, that's interesting because that's got. Let's look at that. It's a short. Oh, it was one of those trades where it just didn't fucking work. Sometimes they push. So that's 2-3. 5. Let's actually look at. Oh, I didn't add the freaking video to it. Damn it. Is that correct? I think it is. It's just one of those setups that didn't work. What time was that? 8:44. I do want to look at this real quick. 8:44 from yesterday. Hopefully this has enough data. No, it doesn't. My charts don't load that far back. I could probably pull the let me pull the stream. I do want to look at that real quick. I want to know, can I flip on it? Because if I can flip on it, because there's a time when the flip, because obviously I attempted the flip today and it didn't work. So let's look at it. That would be trade 6. I do flip. I do flip on it. And then I tried a second time. So the flip would have worked. I don't know what was to come of that trade. So we'll get rid of that. So let's look at what is that? Trade 6 is a loser. That could have worked. I remember trying to get out of it for the 10 ticks, but then it came in really quick. But then it worked out the second time. I did get in a lot higher, so the flip would have worked. So there is a time when I can run the flip. Trade 7, 2 by 3 times 5. That was a break even, but it could have been a winner. I was just slightly too slow on it. I remember hitting it a little too slow to get out. Trade 8 is definitely that goes up. So 2 by 4. 2 by 4. That's actually really high. That's 6. Did I not tag that all the way? Oh, I remember this. I couldn't read in there. Like, I couldn't see how many factors of support was going on. I'm like, fuck, I can't see in here. That's tough. Because I wasn't able to gather. That's too cluster fucked. I don't really want to. I couldn't see. This one was really high and it was worth $3,000. 2x6. All right, let's throw these in. I think we got some promising statistics here. So that's today. Kind of put that over there. All right, let's stick these in. And then I'm going to just do the winners again. And I want to pull those. I only had 3 losers yesterday. Then I want to look at the losers. Data, baby. We only have 2. There was that one, but man, it was too cluster fucked. I'm like, when I was reviewing it, I'm like, I can't tell. So we know on that 6-2, the last one I could have flipped it. I know I could have flipped that. This had flipped. It was flipped. And you know what else was flipped? Could have been flipped? This one as well. Probably could have put all this shit in a spreadsheet, to be honest with you. These didn't have higher time frame, but notice how high they were lower. So I kind of think that's also interesting as well. And let's bring these over. These are yesterday's trades. Man, dude, you're really getting a lot higher, like 5, 6, 5, 6, 8. Look at this afternoon, 4, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4. What about the losers? We know that this could have been flipped. Like, when I say flipped, it would have worked. Or it did work. Because I did flip yesterday. So, flip. I think we got something going on. Let's take this and move it to here. Let's take this. Let's take this and do transparent selection. Let's pull off the trade numbers. I want to pull off the trade numbers because I want to just look at it from the perspective of 30-second versus 3-second. Pull off the trade numbers here. We might be on. I know the sample rate is slow, but it's something we can sink our little nasty teeth into. I'm determined. Well, there's something in common on a lot of these. Notice the zeros on the 30-second. This was 1. The only ones that didn't have 30-second, that's only 2 factors support. That's super low. This was 2-2, but this could have been flipped. 2-3 could be flipped. Look at these 4-3-4-4, 4-3-5. Everything's above a 3 for the most part. If it has 3, it's got 30 seconds going for it. If it's 3 over here, it doesn't. I think we're on to something. So, oh God, that took a while. I'm gonna save this. I'm going to save that. We'll see what you guys are saying. What is Miro? I do. I love cumulative delta. That's what we were just looking at, actually. Let me look up Miro. Oh, it's a whiteboard. Sweet. I like delta. I like delta because it removes the. I wrote on it on X today. If you got an X, but it removes the wash trading. I mean, that's what I've been leaning into. If we look at like trades from yesterday, that's the delta down there, and then I'm plotting it here. The bars are colored on delta. There's some delta shit going on back there. There's the cumulative delta there. There's so much fucking delta going on that I really like it. Deltas. All these statistics I just ran right here were on deltas. 30-second delta levels that are 1,000 deltas or higher. So why 1,000? We pulled statistics on it. There's an average deviation of deltas that come in before they flip. So if there's 1,000 deltas that come in here, that's like a third standard deviation amount of volume. So if there's that much volume coming in, there's a high likelihood buying is going to come in. Now are the buyers going to reload and it doesn't retrace? That's a whole nother ball game. But on a 30-second, 1,000 is a third standard deviation amount of delta that comes in on the cumulative delta side before it goes from red deltas to greens. The average or the point in control or the top of the bell curve is going to be 340 deltas on a 30-second chart before they flip. On the 3-second, it's a lot less. So that, and if you watch some of the stream in the beginning, I was like, oh shit, dude, some of the same guys keep getting in and out right away. So I don't know if you can tell. I think I'm over this shit. I think Delta's great. We'll put it that way. Should I calculate Delta on RTH only or also look at electronic trading hours? I let my deltas continue. I let my cumulative deltas continue to go. Like this is rollover. So the delta keeps going night after night. It reclaims. It definitely like it hits these reclaims. Like these hard moves in the delta get fucking retraced. So what's happening is the volume's coming in and then right back out. Now the price may start reloading it, which you can see it's diverged. So a lot of the buyers coming in are getting somewhat reloaded on as it's coming up, because there's just a tremendous amount of buying over the last several days, but it's really not rising up too well. But all these like jerky moves, this has overnight in it. But when I'm making trading decisions, I mean, watch the stream, even though it didn't go very well. You'll see how I'm doing it. Anyways, I'm like dying here. I need to get out of here. This has gone on for 3 hours. Good God.